Can I ask you guys a question?
Go for it.
Why do you guys enjoy this guy?
JiDion, I don't watch him.
I would say I enjoy him.
There's also going to be like people who are clearly like in a refugee camp saying, please, money, please, gift us, please. Like children, bro, parents with their kids. I don't even know if they are parents.
Are you sure about that?
I'm proud, like, because I mean, if they did, you would have seen so many like signs by them. I'm so sure.
Dude, I'm pretty sure Red Bull
something.
knew about this one. What's up, everyone? This week we welcome you to episode 26 of the weekly patch notes. I am your host, Kid Kojo. With me, as always, are my co-hosts, starting with Tammy. What's up? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. How you?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Next up, we have Maxwell. How's it going?
Chilling like a villain.
Awesome. As always, our social media handles and links are in the description, so don't worry about missing out on any info. Alongside those are any links to any articles or information with relevancy. With all that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow X to skip. Any and all support is welcome. Now, let's go on to some gaming tidbits, starting with the announcements and admin. Anything from you guys?
Other than what I've been binging on YouTube, like I normally do, not really. I've been binging. I've gone back to Uncle Roger.
For any of you who know of a good GTA RP server for South Africa, please post in the description. In the comments below. Thank you.
Now, let's move on to the gaming news. Maxwell, what's happening?
All right, it's going to be a very brief, minute gaming news. But we begin with the GTA 6 hacker. You all remember him? I'm sure you haven't forgotten.
Of course.
Yeah, of course, he's a legend.
The teen who leaked the GTA footage and tried to blackmail Rockstar has been found mentally unfit to stand trial.
No.
And a jury will decide whether he's guilty or not of his crime, which is weird because Kojo rightly pointed out, and maybe other people would better understand it myself, but Kojo pointed out that how can you be found mentally unfit to stand trial, but then you're still going to be convicted? You know, how does that make sense? What's the point of saying you're mentally unfit to stand trial, but then there's still going to be a jury decision at the end of the day? Unless, Tommy, you understand.
I don't lie and say I understand how American judiciary shit works, but I would understand if in the sense that, because I do know in this very rare cases, very rare, that you can actually have like not to say a silent trial, but a less public trial, because people can get nervous and anxious, and it's not to say that they're going to lie on the podium or on oath or whatever, but it's to say that generally if someone's very anxious and stuff, when they stutter and all this, it can look bad. So I've only heard of rare cases where a trial can happen less publicly than usual. So maybe that is it. I don't know.
All right, but we'll keep our ears to this news piece and see how it turns out. And maybe once a jury decision has been made, it will better explain what the process was like. Because right now, it doesn't make any sense to me. And then into the other side of the gaming news, I want to talk about Xbox, Microsoft. Quickly, I'll just say that, as we all know, the acquisition is more than likely going to go through. However, Xbox and Activision have jointly agreed that they're going to delay the acquisition. Like I had suggested and figured from last week, that they can take their sweet time with it. There's no stress of time, so they are probably going to take their time with it, and they are taking their time with it because they want to get everything right. So they've officially announced that they're going to delay the procedures until October of this year. And in the meantime, Microsoft with the UK CMA have also agreed to postpone the appeal hearing, which was scheduled for August, because Microsoft feels that there's too much sensitive information pertaining to this case that they don't want to be put to light, whereas the CMA are okay to postpone the thing, because I suppose after watching the FTC get their ass kicked, the CMA are probably like, yeah, we possibly need more time to have our case. But looking at the entire thing, it's probably all meaningless. It's just a question of how is Microsoft going to appeal to these guys, or not appeal, appease. That's the word I'm looking for. That's about it. And transitioning on with Microsoft, I want to talk about a new Game Pass option has come up as Microsoft have decided to end Xbox Live Gold. And as they've decided to end Xbox Live Gold, an Xbox gamer going by the gamer tag of Stallion83 has been gifted a free lifetime membership of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to honor his achievement of being the first Xbox player to ever get a gamer score of 1 million. So, to also note, he was also the first Xbox player to ever get a gamer score of 100,000. So he's been on that grind. And as Xbox Gold is closing, Microsoft, which I think is pretty cool, decided to give this guy a lifetime pass. However, as with these things about lifetime pass, they're never necessarily a lifetime pass. They're just a huge amount of time where, in all likelihood, it will last you for your lifetime. So it never occurred to me to check this guy's age, but his lifetime pass will last for 40 years. So that's that version of a lifetime pass, and it equates to about $8,600 worth.
Damn.
Which is pretty sweet. Yeah. So to talk about the different Xbox Game Pass options, right? There's Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is the best subscription option, which gives you access to games on console, PC, and cloud. New games are added over time. Xbox Game Studio titles are released on the same day. Physical things are also released on Game Pass, and you get access to either one, so you don't need to buy the physical things because you get them on Game Pass. You get exclusive member discounts and deals, free perks including in-game content and partner offers. You unlock Riot Games benefits, and you have a library of EA games to access, whether it's on PC, console, or cloud. Then below that is PC Game Pass, which, as the name suggests, is for PC stuff. Then you have the one which was recently added, which is Console Game Pass. Or no, I bet it's not the recent one. You've got the Xbox Game Pass for console, and then you have Xbox Game Pass Core. That's what it was called. And in front of me, on Microsoft's website, it looks like they have not updated their information. So that's on me for relying on Microsoft's website. I should have just relied on Twitter, where they had everything, which was up to date. So I'm not going to waste time to go up on Twitter and find this information. But I'm just, so you know, it's Xbox Core, which was introduced, and you can go on their Twitter page where they have a picture, an image, a JPEG or a PNG, I don't know what's the file format, where they have all of the Game Pass options and what you get for each version. So you can check that out on their Twitter account. And that's about it for the news segment. On to you guys.
All right, awesome. Thanks for that. Tommy, anything newsy from your side?
Asu is now back making Apex videos, in case no one knows about that. The king is back.
I saw that. Yeah.
I've been enjoying him. Oh, it just feels so good.
He's a beast at that game, man. As for me, nothing newsy from my side. So, all right, let's move on to the gaming corner, which is me. Starting with the releases of the week. It's been a very lean week for now. First off, we have a game called Toem. released on Xbox Series and Xbox One, released on July 18th, 2023. We have Viewfinder, released on PlayStation 5 and PC, released on July 18th, 2023, currently sitting at an 81 on Metacritic. We have Maquette, making its appearance on Xbox Series and Xbox One, released on July 19th, 2023. We have Might and Magic Clash of Heroes Definitive Edition, released on PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC. And finally, we have the biggest game to ever really, no, I'm kidding, it's not, but a game that a lot of Switch players were excited for, Pikmin 4. Released on the Switch, like I said, on July 21st, 2023. Currently sitting at a what on Metacritic, Maxwell?
94.
Close, Tommy.
88.
I don't know, 91?
87.
Oh, okay.
You didn't even listen to my 88.
I did, yeah. But then I ignored it because I was taking your first answer of 94.
Bars.
Nah, that's bullshit.
Anyway, so yeah, that is it for the releases of the week, and that is it for the Gaming Corner. Anything Gaming Corner from your guys' side?
Nah.
I've got supposedly High on Life is on the brink of releasing for PlayStation. If anybody's interested in that game, me personally, I don't think it's worth it. Not because the game is bad or anything like that, but oh my goodness, that Morty voice irritates me.
I would have never guessed that's the reason, but yeah, it makes sense.
No, who thought in their right head, like, you know what I would love? A game with Morty's voice for several hours. Like when I watch Rick and Morty itself, right? I enjoy Morty suffering because I hate his voice. I don't hate the voice actor. I barely know the voice actor. You know, the guy who, what's his name? Who's got
Justin Roiland. No.
Yeah. I'm indifferent to him as a person. It's just I hate the voice he gives for Morty. It irritates me. So every time bad things happen to Morty and he's crying in pain and all of that stuff, a deep part in my soul feels satisfied. So yeah, I cannot spend however many hours of that game it is hearing that voice every single time.
That's deep, bro. Okay.
I was about to say that's very deep. But yeah, guys, we hope you're enjoying the show so far. A quick reminder to like, subscribe, and follow so we can get the show to more people. I'm your host, Kojo, and with me as always are Maxwell and Tommy. Let's keep this conversation going. Moving on to YouTuber and content news. Tommy, hit us up.
All right, dumbest shit ever. JiDion has been banned from all NBA related events for
we fix that.
What?
Fix that.
What do you mean? Has
all
already changed?
WNBA.
No. All NBA related because.
Oh shit, you're right. It is all
slept.
NBA.
Yeah, because he slept at a WNBA game.
Oh my bad, I misspoke.
So,
dude,
I thought it was just WNBA. What the?
Bro,
what?
All of it. Yeah.
Sorry for hijacking. Continue.
Sounds like a win to me.
So, like in most cases, you think, someone, falling asleep, like, oh, it's been a rough night, this and this. Nah, he went so far as to come in PJs.
Yeah.
Bring, pillow and a blanket and purposefully sleep. And he had like very front row tickets.
He was literally at the front row. Yeah.
Literally, yeah, he was literally front row. So it's completely understandable as to why that happens. Look, we're not obviously not going to get into the whole NBA versus WNBA type thing, whatever. But we know that most women's sports are always like disrespected to this regard. But to go this far and to do this, kind of like a shout out to NBA for doing this, and making it known that look, just don't be a fucking dumbass.
Exactly. Can I ask you guys a question?
Go for it.
Why do you guys enjoy this guy?
JiDion, I don't watch him.
I would say I enjoy him, but like some of the stuff he does, like on other people's channels, like when he's not doing stuff on his own channel and acting a fool, it's like when he's on other people's channels and featuring, like with Nico or Milana, like when he's doing fun stuff with them.
Thank you for saying.
Cool.
was saying acting a fool, because that's all I see from this guy. He's a fool, and
Right.
I don't see what is there to enjoy. I'm not out here trying to watch people act a fool. Like, that's not entertaining. That's like 10-year-old shit. Like, you're out there trying to humor 10-year-olds. You're a dumbass. No
But I think
offense.
if that's your target audience, that's your target audience. Right.
No, at a certain point, you need to grow up. Like, I get the whole if that's your target audience, but so you're a 25 or 27 or however year old man entertaining 10-year-olds. If you're 16, 12 or whatever entertaining 10-year-olds, sure, because y'all are stupid like that. Your emotional intelligence hasn't developed to the point of that's what you humor. But then at the same time, if you're going to be entertaining kids, why are you not entertaining kids in a constructive manner?
Like he's on the same level as Kai Cenat and Ice Speed for me. Like
Yes. When I see those content, I always just go, this is hard to watch. I don't know how these people reach millions in terms of audience. Call me a hater, but I just feel like what you say, Kojo, cool, everyone has a target audience. The younger your target audience is, I feel the more constructive you should be. The older your target audience is, I guess you can do whatever appeals to that audience because they're a lost cause, whatever the case is. But then, why, as a grown-ass man who has a developed brain, are you saying I'm going to make shitty, stupid content so I can humor a child's brain? Okay, and that's also what I see with your Jake Paul and Logan Paul when they're making contents for kids who are like 10, 12, or what now. It's just like, yeah, it's cringe, man. It's cringe. And again, I'll probably be looked at as a hater, but that's just how I look at it, where their content is hard to watch. And I'm like, y'all are really doing the most just for attention. And when you're doing the most, it's the dumbest thing. Like, who was that? Was it Kai Cenat who was launching fireworks in his house?
Nah,
That's actual speed.
Yeah.
And that's the second time he did that. The first time the fire squad had to be there.
Yeah, that reminds me of shit Balotelli was doing back in his days. And then Kai Cenat had a bazooka or something, and he was shooting it inside his house. It's just like, come on, guys, grow up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, for that, then just the second bit, I won't leave it up for discussion. I'm just going to mention it because I mean, there's nothing really much to discuss. It's on the same level of idiocracy, whatever. Yeah, that's. A lot of people may fight me on this, but I don't give a fuck. It's cringe. Anyone I know personally that does it, you're cringe. The NPC lives on TikToks. What the fuck is going on with today's society, honestly?
Gang, gang. Flowers for me. Beautiful. Yes, strong woman. That was good. Coconut. Gang, gang. Hee-haw, yes. You got me feeling like a cowgirl. Let me write it. Hee-haw, yes. You got me feeling like a cowgirl. Let me write it.
So it first started out with Asian creators, and then it obviously spread, to the likes of Kai Cenat making $6,000 a week just doing that.
It's only the Asian creators who are the ones who start these things, and I'm not saying that in a sense of I'm hating on them, but I'm saying that they're the ones who seem to start trends, and then when it reaches the American audience, they just rip it. Because it was the same thing with mukbangs. It was the same thing with there's another type of content which was very popular in Asia. But basically, all of these things start in Asia where they're popular there. People eventually move on with some of them. And then it finally arrives in America like a year or two or months later.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
Americans overdo it.
It's the moment someone gets monetized in the West for doing it, and then they start thinking to themselves, oh, okay, cool, this is the way to go. Because before on TikTok, we're seeing, the likes of, I'm pretty sure if you guys haven't been on TikTok and noticed it yet, but there'll always be some child with a giant head who's, I don't even know if that child's alive, man. I don't even know if it's a human being. I don't know. There's also going to be like people who are clearly like in a refugee camp saying, please, money, please, gift us, please. Like children, bro, parents with their kids. I don't even know if they are parents, But and now we're getting to this point of like NPC. What the fuck has happened? We're literally becoming the AI we so feared. Dead ass. But anyways, so yeah, that's just me for the content creator side. Kojo, up to you, bro.
I honestly have nothing from the content creator side, which is interesting. Nothing from my attention this week. So yeah, Maxwell, anything content creator that caught your eye?
Nah, I'll just say of the NPC stream stuff, it is dumb. There's no way to put it, but I'm just amazed at the way people keep finding new ways to monetize things. Like,
yeah,
people are sooner just going to spend their entire time in front of a camera making artificial things than just going out in the world and living. Like, I am not against creating content, as much as I may sound like as a hater or a boomer or whatever. I enjoy people making content, but the content I hate is the one which is just dumb, the one which is destructive, and the ones where it's like, okay, I've consumed your content, am I better for it? And if it's a resounding no, it's like, then there's no point of these things. At least, like, just to close, how people on YouTube complain about in the comment section, or praise or complain when you see those prank videos, and then you see those comments in the YouTube where like, this is how you make a prank where nobody was hurt, nothing dangerous happened, everybody got to laugh about it. That's where I'm at with content, where it's content we can all move forward with our life, where no negative ramifications have come out of those. Those are the content I enjoy, even if they're silly content. As much as I'm hating on Yokai, Senat, IShowSpeed, and the whole lot. If it were making content geared towards 10-year-old, aside from being constructive, if it was just not destructive, like making 10-year-olds think, this is cool, this is what I should be doing, then I'll be okay with it. But yeah.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, nothing content creator from my side. So moving on to esports. Tommy, I think you have something interesting for us here.
Yeah, Overwatch's league, the Overwatch League, which is their championship part of it, the future of which is in peril amid esports layoffs at Activision Blizzard. So the future of the Overwatch League is hanging in the balance, as they feel. Once again, since Overwatch League has really been taking a huge hit in their league's financial situation. And at the same time, since I don't want to say it's linked to the acquisition, but the whole huge layoffs that we've been seeing in a lot of tech companies have really hit the company's esports department, and it looks to see that there may not be a 2024 Overwatch League, and soon enough there will not be an Overwatch League at all. So yeah, there's more to read on that in the article, which will be provided in the description of the vid. So definitely check that out. As for me, Overwatch died for me a long time ago. I see now it's being heavily advertised on Steam, which is hilarious. But I guess that it being on Steam now is definitely something to do with acquisition, because no longer they're just going to hold it on the Activision Blizzard app. So yeah.
Yeah,
Question.
I agree with you. Yeah.
With the Overwatch, is it Overwatch? Yeah, I believe it was Overwatch. Who were offering esports teams $6 million to pull out, right?
Yeah.
Is $6 million a lot for an esports team, or that's chump change?
Well, considering that to buy into the league is $20 to $30 million.
Dang.
Something like that. You told me.
Okay, yeah, so it's not worth it. Alright, cool.
Alright, Kojo, anything from your side?
Yeah, just a few things. So Tommy spoke about the ALGS and how some team got what's it called? Bugged, which is a shame.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Split 2 playoffs happened. I watched as much as I could all 4 days, but at least I was able to watch the finals, which is the most important thing. And it was a very interesting finals, very good, very close. for a while, it looked like TSM were going to go back to back and win it. But eventually, Dark Zero eSports, this is their third ever LAN events they've won, which is incredible. So they went home with the total prize money. Well, the total prize money was $1 million. But first place takes home $300,000. And the MVP of the members of Dark Zero are a guy called Zero, funny enough, Jen Burton and Zainu. And Zero is the captain and he won MVP. He was brilliant. So Dark Zero take home $300,000 in first place, TSM second with $160,000, and Oxygen Esports third with $105,000, and then the rest of them. So yeah, that is it for that. And sticking with that, just a side note, his Watson, who is an Apex Pro player, former now, he played for Furia in the ALGS, but they didn't qualify. They didn't perform well in this tournament, and they didn't qualify for the finals. So he announced that he's stepping back from professional play, competitive play, in a message on Twitter, and he sent it during the tournament, I believe. Yeah, on July the 16th. So he said he's retiring from competitive play, but he's still going to be part of Fury as a content creator, acting a fool and ranked like he always does. And his replacement is a guy called Al Berleli, as his full name, who is from TSM actually. I don't know if he's still in TSM, but he's filling in for Furia in the last chance qualifiers, which Furia has a last chance to qualify for the championships in September. But yeah, that's it pretty much. In recap, Dark Zero wins, His Watson leaves, Albert Lely fills in. That's the recap. Any questions as to what I just said?
No. Oh, good. Dark Zero is basically fucking SKT of Apex.
Yeah, no, Dark Zero are brilliant, man. Brilliant. Maxwell, anything?
I want to roll back to the Overwatch League. It's 20 million to sign up, yes?
Somewhere there, yeah.
Is that like a one-time live fee or it's an annual fee?
That's a good question. And I don't know, but I'll say it's annual because you have to keep your spot.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And how much do you get for winning the league?
That's a good question. I don't know. Let me see.
Because to me, it's not sounding like it's worth it.
Usually never is, bro.
Look, esports in general is just not worth it. In this day and age. The grand finals is $2.5 million US.
Jesus.
But first place wins 1 million.
So
that's so much money.
Okay. Yeah. Now I'm beginning to understand why these teams are bleeding money. You are not even making money from getting involved.
So here's my so I did some research, and it's since the league was founded in 2017, according to sources, teams have spent between $7.5 million to $10 million to buy in, and every year to keep your spots is $1 million. So I guess that makes it a little bit better, but
so if you're not winning, you're not making some type of money.
Yeah. No, but remember, there's always gonna be sponsors and brand deals.
Of course, yeah.
Like your brand can easily just like, y'all make it to 5th place and you guys will get like 250,000. You know, brands are something else, man. They are the main driving power. Like you can't go to most sports matches without seeing Bud Light mentioned somewhere, or Budweiser. And people actually don't care what place they come, to be honest.
That whole setup needs to change.
I doubt it ever will be, man. Money controls people's whereabouts.
I think the problem, because I could easily say somebody should come in and start organizing their own esport tournament and whatnot, but I think the major problem is probably, like, let's say tomorrow we wanted to start doing a multiverses tournament. The developers of multiverses will want to be involved in some way or form and benefit from it. They're not just going to let us run a tournament as is.
I mean, that's already happened. That's the thing.
No, but that's what I'm complaining about. That if you could eliminate the developers or the studios or the publishers, I think it would be a lot easier to make esports profitable, because there are too many corporations involved who are interested in themselves, that the smaller people, the ones who are making esports fun, the teams who are competing and all of that stuff, aren't really getting anything out of it.
No, but that's what I'm saying is Red Bull, Kumite, Capcom probably doesn't even know it took place.
Are you sure about that?
Bro, like, because I mean, if they did, you would have seen so many like signs by them. I'm so sure.
Dude, I'm pretty sure Red Bull knew about this one.
No, Red Bull,
I'm
not Red Bull, sorry, Capcom. I'm pretty sure Capcom knew about this one. Dude, this was this was a big tournament. To have big names like Tokido and Leffen and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure Capcom.
No, but like in what Max is saying in terms of like getting involved, like, you know,
what I mean getting involved, not setup and whatnot. I mean, like, in they want a piece. Like, maybe you have to pay a fee to use their game or stuff like that.
Maybe.
Because I think Red Bull Kumite, like, it's. I think Capcom must know to some extent, but I could be wrong. Let me just say that out there. I could be very wrong.
Maybe.
But it is what it is. Life's not fair. Pretty used to that.
But to bounce off your thing about people hosting tournaments, Maxwell, Ludwig, he hosts Smash tournaments, and he hosted one called the Ludwig Arguin is his last name. Ludwig Arguin Championship Series, which Leffen took home from TSM. He won. So I don't know how he was able to host that, though. Is it?
Say Nintendo allowed that?
That's the thing. I don't know if they did or not. I'm not sure how he was able to pull that off, because this is not the first Smash tournament he's hosted. So,
because as far as I know, Nintendo's as bad as Disney when it comes to their IPs.
I think they're worse.
So I see Capcom only has a Capcom Cup. That's it. That's the only thing that they pretty much run. Everything else is just up to the actual hosts of tournaments.
I see.
Yeah, but then you still have to. I'm pretty sure you still have to get permission to have to play that game. But
I don't think so, because if you think about it, then every other player who's bought the game, you need to get permission to play the game you purchased already. It wouldn't make sense.
No, I mean, like on a national or international level, if you're going to be monetizing that game like that, where I'm pretty sure you would have to get permission to some degree, whether it's paying a fee or it's just getting consent from them. But I'm pretty certain that depending on the size of the event, you may or may not have to get permission.
So the only other costs that go into it is asking Capcom to make personalized servers. That is more or less where they make the money and get involvement. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, the game, like whoever's hosting the tournaments, someone would have had to purchase the game for the players to play on it that day. But where Capcom makes the cash is by giving dedicated host servers. And that's where they make the money. Other than that, the IP is already purchased by just normal retail. Because I mean, then you'd have to get permission to just host, like, you know how on DBZ you'll have like an 8-person tournament that you can actually host online. Capcom's not making you pay extra for that. You know what I'm saying? It's already built into the game. As for the monetization, you've already done your part by purchasing the game. That's the best you can do. Now, Capcom can easily say, hey, we would like to advertise new skins that are going to come out, or the battle pass. You must announce the battle pass if you're going to make a tournament on the game. They can do that. But otherwise, nah, like, I've been in enough tournaments to know that like these major companies tend to like not give a fuck unless they're really money hungry. But then if they're money hungry, I don't think Red Bull's going to care to then host a tournament for that game. Because I mean, it's in the same way that like they're not going to pay tooth and dollar for a Super Mario Kart Deluxe 8 tournament because they know Nintendo's going to be like, I'd shop 80 million off the bat. Nah, B. I don't know. But yeah.
I get it.
All right. Good discussion. Speaking of which, we move on to the discussion period. Unless Maxwell, you have any esports news?
No, not really.
Okay, all right. So discussions. What's up?
I want Tekken 8. That's my discussion.
Yeah, people are playing the beta. I've been seeing it already.
Yeah, fuck, I want it. But yeah, that's just me.
Yeah,
Maxwell?
I've seen the invitations going out where people are like, oh look, cool, I got a invitation. I don't even know how they're working on the invitation, figuring out who gets an invite and who doesn't.
Dude, these things happen. It's just like with the Mortal Kombat 1 stress test that just happened. They also sent out.
Did they send out? I thought there was a website you could go to apply to get one if they deem you worthy.
It depends.
Yeah, but
really.
they still are selective.
Yeah, no, but it's better to be selective, saying, hey, people, you can apply and maybe you'll get selected, as opposed to, yeah, well, if you didn't receive any email notification, we didn't pick you. Because when they're selecting, at least when you apply, they can look at your gamer thing, go through your history to some extent and be like, all right, this guy's a committed fan, let's let him, or something like that, as opposed to it just going to the known names or stuff like that. Because that's why I'm wondering, like, how were people even getting emails or they can join Tekken? Because I'm like, that's something I would have liked to have tried out. I haven't touched Tekken since 6, I believe, or 5. I forget which one. So 8 could have been the one which would make me come back. 7, I was not interested because it was on arcade first and it was taking forever to release it on console, and I just gave up on the Tekken fight scene.
Well, I've got bad news for you, Maxwell.
What?
You wouldn't have been able to play it anyway.
Yeah, PS5, I'm guessing, or next-gen consoles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which I think is fine, but that's a whole other conversation for a whole other period. So yeah, moving on from there. News Blitz, Maxwell.
Hey,
what's up?
I'm gonna open up a coffee and you guys can donate to sponsor my PS5.
I bet. Just tell us when your birthday is, and then we'll just birthday gifts cash.
Okay, yeah, News Blitz, Maxwell. What's up?
All right, we've got a short news blitz. So, did you all see the Spider-Man 2 story trailer release?
Yep.
Someone posted it, I haven't watched yet, but yeah.
Yeah, with it came out the announcement of a Spider-Man 2 PS5 cover and controller, where if you already have a PS5, don't you worry, you don't have to buy a whole ass new PS5 like it used to be the case with the PS4 era. You can just buy the cover alone moving forward. I don't know why they're only starting now. I would have loved that for something like God of War, but at least the option is there. So if you're interested in checking that out, I personally think the controller looks better than the cover, but everybody's been loving the cover, saying the design is sick. I'm of a different opinion, but that option is available, and I'm hoping going forward that Sony is going to start, every single first IP release is going to be having the option for these covers, not just the big names. Then, to close off the news blitz, there's a J. Jonah Jameson parody account on Twitter that I think people should really check out. It is literally ripping off from the Spider-Man game. What was that show, that podcast show by J. Jonah Jameson, Kojo on the game? What was
Just
it
the Facts or something?
Yes. The person has literally ripped that. It's a live parody thing where if you go through the tweets of a person that basically saying, look at all these people excited for this arachnid menace. People should be spending their time in the real world instead of worrying about a fantasy game. Stuff like that.
I like shit like that. Yeah, I love shit like that.
You guys should definitely check it out, and everyone else should give it a look at it. It's funny. And obviously it's in build up to the release of a game in what is it? September?
October.
Right. Starfield is September. Yep, and that's it for the news blitz.
All right, thank
But
you.
wasn't much of a blitz.
Tommy, any news
Nah.
blitz stuff?
Nothing for me, bro.
All right. And I also have nothing news blitzy left. So any last messages anybody wants to say before we close?
No, I'm good.
Okay, next one.
Nope.
All right, everybody. That's it for the show. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more. Whichever is applicable to your listening platform, we'll make sure you're everywhere. Don't forget to share it with your friends and family also. Otherwise, if you have any comments, suggestions, or just want to say hi, you can do so in the comment section below. That's all for this week. We'll catch you again next week. Stay healthy, stay good, and join us again for more gaming tidbits. From Maxwell and Tommy, I've been your host, Kojo, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
Peace out.